Today's point is called Spleen 6, and it has so many different functions that I can't list them all here. But if you have any conditions such as IBS, so bloating, pain, or constipation, or loose stools, if you've got any menstrual issues, so period pains, or your period is late, or you have an erratic menstrual cycle, if you've got urinary issues such as cystitis, all of these conditions are considered to be damp, amongst other things, in traditional Chinese medicine. And Spleen 6 is a wonderful point for resolving all issues related to damp in the lower burner, lower abdomen area. It's also a point that's used for infertility in acupuncture, amongst many other things. So it's something that you can use on yourself if you're trying to conceive. One thing you need to be aware of is that this point is contraindicated in pregnancy. And the reason for that is that it can help to induce birth. So if you want to give birth, if your baby is being stubborn and doesn't want to come out and you'd quite like to relieve and welcome your child into the world, then you can try using this point. But if you don't think it's the right time, then please don't use this point. So, Spleen 6 is San Yin Jiao, which means 3 yin meeting. And it's where 3 yin channels meet together, the liver, the kidney, and the spleen. But it's a point on the spleen meridian, or it's considered to be a spleen point. And you can find it quite easily by locating your medial malleosis, which is this bone to the inside of your ankle. So if you take your 4 fingers up against the top edge of the bone, the medial malleosis, and then you take your thumb on top of the 4th finger and you press behind where the shin bone is. So just behind where the shin bone is, you'll feel that it's quite squishy, fleshy, and it probably feels a bit tender. I find especially when you're menstruating or if you've got any menstrual issues, as a woman this tends to be more painful, and you may well find it more painful depending on what is going on for you energetically. So you don't have to press really hard, but also the fact that it's painful isn't necessarily a bad thing. And you can find it on both sides, which is the same for most of the points that we find together. So again, find your medial malleosis, 4 fingers up, then take the thumb on top, behind that bony ridge, press about a bit, find a tender point, and then you can press your thumbs into Spleen 6 on both sides at the same time. You don't have to necessarily be in the position that I've chosen. It could be something more comfortable for you. I've got another video to show you how to press into the points. So you can watch that if you're not sure. Hold it for as long as you can be bothered and let me know how you get on.